Now, First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rachel Coulter.
And we are starting off the work and the school week in between systems. We went from the cloudy, dreary conditions we had yesterday, getting a little bit more sunshine today, but we do want to give you that first alert that once again, we not only have more rain moving in, but it's going to be heavy at times right in time for that morning commute. And we're expecting some icing up in the mountains and even more of that ice than what we had even yesterday morning. And this is why we've been drawing your attention to this day for over a week now. The timing of this is going to be overnight tonight. So even tonight, we'll start to see those showers move into our area, continuing through the morning commute before this all passes to the east. So that icing potential in the mountains. I promised I'd show you where we have that winter weather advisory in place earlier. Here we go. Ashwaubenon, Avery, and northwestern parts of Burke and Caldwell County starting at 7 o'clock tonight and continuing through at least midday tomorrow. We do have this winter weather advisory in place because of ice accumulation up to about 0.2 of an inch of ice possible. So what does this actually mean as you're traveling on the roadways tomorrow, especially your bridges and your overpasses? Those will see that freezing rain accumulate first, but also just on the roadways, especially on those eastward facing slopes where hazardous driving conditions are going to be a possibility, if not a likelihood in areas, all thanks to this trough of low pressure and this surface front. We're eventually going to see a low develop along this. That's what's going to be moving north and east with time, bringing all of this in our direction later on tonight. So let's time this out, because if you have any afternoon plans, picking up the kids from school, driving home from work, issue free. It's as you're tuning in with meteorologist Lisa Villegas at around 11 o'clock tonight where we start to see the onset of the showers in our western counties, and there's that pink indicating that potential of a wintry mix with freezing rain being that primary precipitation type in our higher elevations, at least through the overnight and into the early morning hours. Then once temperatures lift above freezing, this is just going to be a cold rain, which we'll already be dealing with outside of the mountains. No matter if you're an early riser, if you don't head out the door until about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, this is what radar is going to look like as you're tuning in with Chief Meteorologist Al Conklin, with periods of heavy rainfall possible, especially in our southeastern counties. I think that's where we'll have the best chance of seeing over an inch worth of accumulation. But by those lunch hour plans, so right around this time tomorrow, I'm going to be tracking these showers for you that are likely going to be on their way out of the area. So it's going to be fast moving, but impactful nonetheless. So there's that heads up about that. In terms of what to expect today, we've got the high clouds overhead. Temperatures are still chilly. I mean, we've got below average conditions the entire 7-day forecast. That leaves us in the 40s across the entire area. Give or take a few degrees, mid 40s right now in Charlotte. We'll be in the upper 40s by this afternoon. Going to keep the clouds in here, and especially as we get towards the evening hours, those clouds will thicken up, and then eventually the precipitation will move in overnight tonight. From a temperature perspective tomorrow, 37, that forecast low temperature. High temperatures around 50 degrees. Wednesday, we're going to cool off behind this system, but dry out. We'll see a lot of sunshine, high temperatures around 49 degrees. We'll get back into the mid 50s on Thursday. That'll be another dry day. And then we get into Friday and Saturday, and yet another system moves through where we could see not only rainfall across the area, but a wintry mix with that icing potential in our mountain communities. So this is a very unsettled forecast pattern. It's also a chilly one. At the top of your screen, you'll notice where we should be this time of year: upper 50s, high temperatures, waking up in those upper 30s. We don't make it to average temperatures the entire 7-day forecast. So not only will we need the jackets, we'll need the rain gear. Keep that First Alert Weather app handy and check back in for frequent forecast updates.